D, wait for it, delightful.
Check out the name tag. You're in my world now, Grandma.
What's up, nerds? Yeah, but before I get started, I just want to say that if you like what I do here and you enjoy independent content here on YouTube, please consider subscribing to my channel. YouTube is always changing up their algorithm, and small channels like myself usually get pushed to the back of the line. So I please ask that you like, share, and subscribe, and I thank you in advance. I also ask that you do this to any small YouTuber. I'm pretty sure they would appreciate it as well. The Powerpuff Girls are getting a live action TV show, but not necessarily. They're getting a pilot episode, and they've done some casting. They have cast all three of the Powerpuff Girls. Now, I have to admit, before we get into the rest of this story, that I didn't really watch the Powerpuff Girls. That wasn't my thing. I didn't dislike it. I just wasn't my thing. Like when I did watch it, I was like, all right, this was kind of fun, but yeah, I just never really got into it. But at the same time, I'll probably watch this just to see how it is. So this is being done by the CW, so makes it a little, I'm skeptical of this because it's the CW and it's a Greg Berlanti produced show. So I'm always skeptical of that because with all the CW shows going on right now, they usually, for me personally, you know, they usually start out really strong and then they fizzle out and they become crap and they're barely watchable. Like, yeah, all the superhero shows I hate watching now because I can barely sit through an episode with I'm just like the whole episode, I'm just like, oh, and everything. So who did they cast in this pilot that they're doing? Well, they cast Chloe Bennet, and you may remember her from Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. I have not seen her in anything else, and if I have, I don't remember her on it, which is a bummer. It makes me wonder if Chloe Bennet, because she's doing the CW show, is she not going to be in the MCU? Because that would be a bummer. When I watched Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., I did like Chloe Bennett's character, especially when she became Quake. Spoiler alert if you haven't seen it, but when she became Quake, I really enjoyed her character even more because she had the superpowers and everything. So yeah, I don't know if she's gonna come back to the MCU. But anyway, so Chloe Bennet has been cast as Blossom. Now, Blossom is the redhead in the group, if you don't know. And in this show, she becomes a recluse. Now, what this show is basically about is they were children crime fighters. So it's kind of like the cartoon was them before this show takes place. So they were children crime fighters and they were experimented on. And then we fast forward and we catch up to them, you know, in now times kind of thing when they're not famous anymore. And then so they decide to maybe fight crime again kind of thing. I'm pretty sure there'll be some kind of, you know, dynamic and questioning and everything like that in this. But back to the characters. So like I said, Chloe Bennet has been cast as Blossom, and she's now a recluse, and she's trying to, you know, learn how to be a leader again and everything. And I think that that's interesting. It'll be interesting to see if Chloe Bennet can pull that off. I'm not saying that she's a bad actress. I'm not saying that at all. And I'll get back to Chloe Bennet in a minute when I'm done explaining who everybody is playing and all that stuff. But I have some thoughts about casting Chloe Bennet. So the next one is Dove Cameron. Now, you may know Dove Cameron from Descendants. Also, Dove Cameron was in Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. I believe in the second to last season. I don't remember if she made it into the last season. Don't quote me on this because it's been a while since I've seen the show because it ended. I think it ended in 2020, but I just don't remember every single season specifically. I remember the overall arch of it, but I don't remember every single detail. So calm it down, sister. But anyway, so Dove Cameron is playing Bubbles, the blonde, which makes sense because Dove Cameron is blonde. She's super cute. They're all these ladies are super cute, but so she's playing Bubbles. Now, Bubbles, she's like, you know, America's sweetheart and everything. And she's, you know, she wants to be famous again. You know, she wants to be famous again and everything. So that's why she maybe kind of will go into this thing, this fighting crime thing. And then we get Yana Peralt. I think that's how you say her name. Now, she has not been in anything like as far as the screen. She is a stage performer, and she is in the musical Jagged Little Pill, which we'll talk about in just a second when we talk about the writer of this show. But she is She was on the stage performance, and I didn't look up any of that stuff. I mean, I've seen performances from that from that musical. And Jagged Little Pill is a musical based off of Alanis Morissette's music. So yeah, so she will be playing Buttercup. And in this, the Buttercup, who was on the show, Powerpuff Girls, was like the angry one. So, but she is playing the rebel. But she kind of she wants to fight crime, but she wants to do it anonymously. So, like, you know, unlike Bubbles, who wants to be famous again, Buttercup does not. So I think that this is good as far as it goes, as far as diversity wise it goes. But I do have to say, they hired a white girl, they hired a black girl, but then they hired a half Asian girl, which kind of bothers me, only in the sense that is Hollywood. I don't understand Hollywood's, you know, hesitation to hire Asian actors and actresses. Like, you couldn't find a full Asian actress to play this part. Like, don't get me wrong, I'm happy for Chloe Bennet, and I like Chloe Bennet, but it really bothers me because I feel like sometimes that Asian actors, like, we're trying to move forward with, you know, inclusion and diversity and, you know, representation, but in my opinion, they kind of dropped the ball a little bit on this one, because I just really feel like you should have cast a full Asian actress. But at the same time, you know, whatever. It's fine. It's fine. I mean, Chloe Bennet did have a career in China, in Asia. I can't remember if it was China. I don't think it was China. But anyway, so she had a career over there. So, you know, good for her. I'm not trying to diss on her in any way, shape, or form. I do like Chloe Bennet. So moving on, because this is taking forever. It is going to be written by Diablo Cody. Now, you may remember Diablo Cody. She wrote Juno, Tully, and Jennifer's Body. I really like Juno. Tully was pretty good too. Jennifer's Body was not good in my opinion, but she also wrote Jagged Little Pill, which Yana Peralt was in. So I'm pretty sure that that's how, you know, she got noticed to be in this TV show. So I think that that's really interesting. It'll be interesting to see how this plays out. Like I said, the CW shows usually fizzle out after the first or second season. So I don't have high hopes for this. But at the same time, like I said before, I did not watch the cartoon enough for me to really be like super invested in this show. Tell me, what do you guys think about this? I mean, how do you feel about this live action TV show, the Powerpuff Girls show? And how do you feel about all these cast members, Chloe Bennet, Dove Cameron, and Yana Peralt being cast in it? Do you think it's great? Do you think they're great? You know, do you like who they chose for these people, these characters, or do you think that they should have chose somebody else? Is this a show that you are going to be interested in? How do you feel about Diablo Cody writing it, and how do you feel about her writing overall? You can go ahead and leave all your comments in that section down below. If you like this video, go and hit that like button. You know, I won't mind. If you're new to my channel, please hit that subscribe button. I'd greatly appreciate it. And I will see you guys. You guys have a good week. Bye.